Hi, I'm Wade Bradley, and today I'm here to give you the rundown on the difference between smoking food and cooking food using wood as a heat source. I want to start out by saying that once you understand the difference, you'll get your desired flavors and have healthier meals. Today we'll look at the difference between smoking food and cooking food with wood, and weigh the pros and cons so you can make a conscious choice for your next batch of smoked food. Let's start with an introduction to the food smoking process. Food smoking is a very traditional method of preserving food, and it was invented way before chemical preservers or refrigerators were a reality. During the smoking process, heat and chemical compounds in the smoke helped to kill bacteria. The effectiveness depended on the smoking duration and temperatures used. And finally, the smoking process also dries out the outer surface of the meat, reducing the available moisture needed for bacterial growth. But today, food smoking is mostly about adding smoked flavor to your food. The two traditional smoking methods are cold and hot smoking. With hot smoking, you are exposing the food to smoke and heat. On the other hand, cold smoking doesn't involve heat. Cold smoking is a whole other subject on its own, and we'll get into it on another day. Now, did you know that your heat source can change the flavor of your food? Your heat source definitely affects your intended results. Many people who find smoked food too harsh and acidic tasting associate this with food that is cooked with wood. It's definitely not smoked the Bradley way. The solution to escape this nasty flavor is to only use the wood for smoking your food and use a separate heat source like natural gas or electricity for cooking your food. Now we need to talk about the definite do's and don'ts when you're wood smoking. The aim is to always generate the cleanest smoke. The desired smoke flavor can only be achieved within the first few minutes the wood starts to burn and is starting to produce smoke. But it can't continue to burn without becoming a heat source. And when the wood combusts on its own, it will continue to burn down to ash. This bolsters the acidic taste and adds a lot of unwanted chemicals like nitrogen dioxide to your food. And nitrogen dioxide is poisonous and harmful to humans. In fact, when it's inhaled, it inflames the lungs, and this reduces your immunity to lung infections and may cause many long-term health problems. Which brings up the smoke ring, the holy grail of every backyard chef with a smoker or a barbecue. Well, I'm here to tell you why you absolutely don't want a smoke ring in your food. Here's why. The smoke ring, or as what we like to call it, the chemical ring, is that notorious red lining under the surface or bark of your meat that is being cooked with charcoal or wood as a heat source. The smoke ring has nothing to do with the smoke or flavor, and it's not created by smoke. It's a reaction of nitrogen dioxide coming in contact with myoglobin, a protein found in meat. There is no flavor, and there is no benefit of having this ring of red in meat other than evidence that you and your family are ingesting high levels of nitrogen dioxide. If you really want the red chemical ring, you can find it in any food cooked using wood or charcoal in an enclosed grill like a Kamado or a pellet grill. So what gives you the best results? For best smoke results, use sawdust. Food smokers that use this fuel for smoking can make great tasting food. But for that to happen, you must remove the sawdust before it turns to ash. So you need to keep an eye on your smoker and remove the sawdust when it is blackened all the way through. Then replace it with fresh sawdust and continue your smoke. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain, but that's just how it is. Unless, of course, you can automate the process. And that's what we've done with the Bradley smoker since 1985. All of our Bradley smokers deliver the cleanest smoke because we have automated the smoking process. And by the way, you'll never get a chemical ring with a Bradley smoker. The great taste of smoked food is achieved by only using the finest sawdust of selected hardwoods, which is how we make the Bradley wood smoking briquettes. That is why every briquette is burned at the same temperature for the same amount of time and each briquette is extinguished by water when it's finished. This process allows you to consistently achieve the finest smoked food possible. And lastly, I want to explain what a natural draft smoker is. Every Bradley smoker is classified as a natural draft smoker. By this I mean air is allowed into the smoker continuously from the bottom or the side of the smokehouse. There are no fans, and there's no way for smoke and/or the air to be contained in the Bradley smokehouse. Why would you want to contain the smoke anyways? The key point to note is that the smoke that imparts the truly good smoke flavor is in the initial smoke. Bam! I just gave away another secret and blew away another myth about food smoking. You do not need to trap the smoke in your smoker. It's a fallacy that you can't open the door and check your food. Don't worry about losing all that smoke. In fact, you want to lose the smoke because more great tasting smoke is just seconds away from being made by the smoker. And by the way, Bradley smokers use separate heat sources for cooking and smoking your food. Our smokers use temperature-controlled heating elements for cooking your food and a separate heat source for producing perfect high-quality smoke. So there you have it. You now have more knowledge about the difference between smoking food versus cooking food with wood. And for more smoking facts, check us out at bradleysmoker.com. Happy smoking.